You probably say sorry more than you realize. Not because you did something wrong, but because your nervous system learned that peace is safer than truth. You apologize when someone bumps into you. You apologize for asking questions. You apologize for existing too loudly, and sometimes for existing at all. This is not politeness. This is survival. And today, we're uncovering the hidden psychology of people who over-apologize. Over-apologizing is not about good manners. It is about fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being seen as difficult, needy, selfish, or too much. It usually begins early, in a home where love felt conditional, where approval had rules, where silence felt dangerous, where your emotions were either ignored or too much to handle. So you learn something powerful and painful at the same time, that safety comes from shrinking. The child who grows up over-apologizing is not weak. They are hyper-aware. They can read moods instantly. They sense emotional temperature like a storm warning system. They know when to speak, when to retreat, when to disappear emotionally before someone gets upset. Because they learned early that someone else's discomfort was their responsibility. Over-apologizers don't believe they deserve space. They believe they must earn it. They over-explain, over-justify, over-compromise, over-give. And every apology they give is really saying, "Please don't leave. Please don't be angry. Please don't make me feel unsafe." Here is the painful truth. People who over-apologize often grew up feeling emotionally unsafe, not physically unsafe. No bruises, no screams, just tension, uncertainty, unspoken rules. A house where love could vanish without warning, where moods changed like weather, where affection had a cost. So the nervous system adapted, not through rebellion, but through self-erasure. I will not be the problem. I will not take too much. I will apologize before you have to be mad. And the tragedy is, it works. They become easy to be around, liked, trusted, relied upon. But inside, they are exhausted. Over-apologizing doesn't come from kindness. It comes from hyper-vigilance. Their body is constantly scanning. Did I upset them? Was that too much? Did I cross a line? Am I about to be rejected? So they apologize to control emotional outcomes, to manage reactions, to prevent abandonment. It becomes a reflex, quicker than thinking, automatic, unconscious. And here is the part no one talks about. Over-apologizers often feel guilty for needs they never expressed. Guilty for wanting rest, for wanting love, for wanting reassurance, for wanting to be chosen. Their needs feel dangerous, so they bury them beneath politeness. They say sorry when they are hurt, when they are ignored, when they are disappointed. They apologize for someone else's behavior. This creates a dangerous inner belief. If something hurts me, it must be my fault. Over time, this becomes identity. You are not just someone who apologizes, you become someone who constantly doubts their right to exist unapologetically. And this shapes relationships in painful ways. People learn they can cross your boundaries without resistance. They learn you will clean up emotional messes you didn't create. They learn you will stay quiet when you are hurt. Not because you are weak, but because your nervous system equates conflict with danger. You don't avoid conflict because you hate it. You avoid it because your body remembers what it once cost you. Over-apologizers don't fear being wrong. They fear losing connection. And the cruel irony is this: the more they apologize, the less they are respected. Not because they lack worth, but because self-erasure teaches people how to treat you. People don't realize when you need protection because you never learned how to protect yourself. And slowly, silently, resentment builds. Not explosive, not loud, just heavy. You begin to feel invisible, unheard, unchosen, but also terrified of being visible. You want to be seen without being blamed. You want to be loved without being a burden. And so you exist in between, always accommodating, always shrinking, always apologizing. But the nervous system does not forget. It remembers every unfair silence, every swallowed boundary, every unspoken truth. The goal is not to stop caring. It is to stop disappearing. Your nervous system must relearn this truth. You do not need permission to exist without apology. You are allowed boundaries. You are allowed space. You are allowed to speak without guilt. You are allowed to exist without being convenient. And the first time you don't apologize when you normally would, your body may panic, your chest may tighten, your mind may prepare for abandonment. But this is not danger. This is rewiring. This is what it feels like when your system stops confusing survival with self-erasure. You are not rude for having limits. You are not selfish for protecting your energy. You are not wrong for asking to be treated with respect. You were never too sensitive. You were trained to shrink. And the version of you who constantly apologized was never broken. They were protecting you the only way they knew how. But you don't have to live like that anymore. If this video spoke to a part of you that rarely feels seen, stay with this channel. This is Dr. Veyne, and here we unlearn survival patterns so we can finally learn how to live. You don't have to disappear to be loved. You never did. And one day, you will say no without shaking. You will take space without guilt. You will exist without apology. And when that day comes, it will feel like breathing for the first time.